How's it going, everyone? It's Nathan from Nathan's MRE, and today we have a very special ration. This particular one is a Jordanian Armed Forces 24-hour ration pack. Now, before we get into it, we don't know much about it. We're going to find out, though. This is brought to us by Rations and More, and Drew over there at Rations and More has really hooked us up this time. He sent us this and several other things that is going to make for some awesome reviews. Now, this doesn't say much of anything else on it. It is a pretty small box. It weighs a little over a pound, and we're gonna go ahead and slice it open and just see what's going on in here and maybe give us some better insight. Be careful not to cut too deep in that. So, it says 24-hour ration. I don't think it's a lot of food for that, but we'll see. First of all, we have a can of tuna, the light meat tuna, and got some Arabic writing on it. It says imported by a Palestinian trading company. That's interesting. And Amman and Jordan, and sunflower oil. So it should be very interesting. And we have a date on here to give us some insight on it. We have a production of 1/15/2016, expiration of 1/15/2020. Next up we have, looks like some apricot jam. It seems to be intact, with no issues at all. We have a package of honey, a little bit dented, but it's perfectly fine. No issues with that whatsoever. We have a little accessory pack. We'll get back to that here in a second. Have a love letter or something in here. And this is a method of heating meals. Several ways to heat the meals, such as submerge sealed food package in boiled water for 10 minutes. For 15_10 minutes within the package. Within the package is still closed. English is a little funky on that one. Then cut, seal, and meal is ready to serve. And number 2 is place the sealed package in hot metal surfaces as the engine of a car, tank. Okay, so it's kind of like a US one. They tell you all this stuff. You don't have a ration heater. The next one is bury the sealed package in the sand for 25 to 20 minutes. That probably wouldn't work too good here in Missouri where I'm at. We don't have any sand, and it's definitely not going to be hot. So here I have a little retort pouch. This one is white beans, and it has a production of 2017, October 2017, and expiration October 2019. It's only good for 2 years. So this is going to be a 2017 ration, even though the production on this is late 2016. We have another pretty large retort pouch. We have white rice with chicken. And this is produced in May 2017, expiration in May 2019. And let's see if it actually says. It says 100 grams. It feels like this is a lot more. Okay, up here it says 250 grams. And it's a pretty big pouch, and these are self-standing pouches. And that, my friends, is all that's in there. I'm very anxious to open this stuff up, and before we go any further, we're going to do our accessory pack here and see what's in that. That is a lot of stuff to fit in a very small box. Accessory pack. We have 3 spoons. We have a fair amount of paper towels or TP. We have, I'm guessing this is salt and pepper. It is. We have 2 Lipton tea bags just kind of hanging out all by themselves. Then we have, I'm guessing what these are, sugars. Yep, it says sugar right there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 packages, small packages of sugar. Okay, so we got everything heated up. We use our kettle, that heats the retort pouches up really nice. Now, Drew also sent along a package of crisp bread from a Finnish ration from Finland. And since there's nothing else in here to put the jam and the honey on, be a perfect opportunity to go ahead and use these. So let's go ahead and do that. Our retort patches are right here, raging hot, so it barely fit. The big one would barely fit in the kettle because it was so damn big. Let me wipe that off here. And this one was the white rice with chicken. Okay, so let's go ahead and open that bad boy up. Nice fair amount of heat to it. Some really super long grain rice. That actually smells pretty good. Yeah, really, really long grain rice. And that is quite a lot of food, just that one. Holy, we're spilling her. Alright, so our tea bag, let's go ahead and put that in there with some hot water here. Hopefully it's not melting our tray. And yeah, so they gave us 2 different sets of salt and pepper. We might need that for us over with here. It smells like it has a lot of seasoning on it, but we'll see. Look at that. Let's go ahead and try it. It is a little bit bland, a little bit on the dry side. Actually, a pretty fair amount on the dry side, the chicken is. Yeah, it tastes a little bit of seasoning on it, but not too much. And we're going to go ahead and do our white beans. And this might be a little bit of a moisture addition to our rice. Set that out of the way here. So our white beans, they look like American pork and beans. Have almost a... is that a curry smell to them? I don't know. A little bit different. I wonder... let's go ahead and put this in the bowl in case we got to mix this together later on. It'll be a little easier. Just a thought. Beans are nice and hot. And let's go ahead and take a try of those. Let's have a different smell. It's a spice I'm not used to. But it is almost like a mild curry. A little, maybe like a tomato base to it. I think what we're going to have here is a little bit of salt and pepper on the situation. There it goes, kind of disperse the whole pack through it. And let's see if that improved it any. It tastes like it just didn't have any salt on it. Oh yeah, that improved it a great deal. We do a little bit of this action going. Oh yeah, on both dishes, on the rice, the chicken, and the beans, all of it, the salt is what it needed. Perfect. That is really good now. Very bland before. I wonder why they do that. I guess a lot of people can't have a lot of salt, so they don't put it on there. But at least they're kind enough to give you 2 packets. There's more than enough for any of that. And get a drink of our tea here. It's still pretty raging hot. We'll wait just a little bit. Go ahead and do our tuna. And a can of tuna is a nice addition to any ration. Well, unless you don't like tuna. I like tuna. There's a lot of oil on it, so be a little bit careful here. Tip it over. It is a fairly high quality tuna because it's like a steak in a can. It's not just mush, you know. A lot of the cheaper stuff you get here is just mush. This is more of along the lines like albacore. Okay, let's go ahead and take a smell. Smells like tuna. Let's go ahead and taste it. Very, very good. I eat a lot of tuna actually. I eat it with avocado and make like a tuna salad like that. A lot of guys will take mayo, like Miracle Whip, pickle relish, whatever you want, and then mix it up with the tuna. Well, a healthy version of that is to substitute the mayo for avocado, and we put some fresh lemon juice in it, some salt and pepper, and it's perfect. You eat it with crackers, no problem at all. We'll go and dirty up all the spoons. Wow, what an awesome meal. This actually is very, very good. I'm curious to try these though. These have piqued my interest quite a bit. The thing about it is they were in that heavy box with all this stuff. They didn't get broken, it feels like. It feels like they're all intact. So they're gonna be pretty hard or not, I don't know. Well, that looks, look at that. Look at that. It's like a big graham cracker. Take a bite just of that first. Almost has a popcorn kind of taste to it. Apricot jam. Not a lot, just a small amount, just enough. I'll go and give that a little spread on there. Spoon's a little bit flimsy, and I feel like I pushed on that very much harder. It's going to be the end of it. All right, let's go ahead and test that out here and see how this is. The jam is very sticky, very mild. It's not super strong apricot taste. It's probably a lot more natural than what you find here in the store. It is very good though. All right, so our honey is not even old enough to be solidified yet. Try some of that on there. Some guys might put that on the rice. I really don't know. Let's go ahead and try this once and see. Man, Drew, those crisp breads you sent me are perfect. Just very firm, almost like the Czech ones, but the Czech Republic ones are a lot more crumblier. This is more like a real nice cracker. Try a little honey with this. It's actually really good too. Yeah, the honey with the rice is nice, but you do need the moisture of the beans with it, in my opinion. That's pretty much gonna be it, guys. What a really cool and neat little ration. Oh, never mind. That's not it. Almost forgot. The tea. Looks like just standard Lipton tea. Still hot. What a nice little ration. Just the bare basics, nothing too fancy, not a lot of candy bars and Mickey Mouse stuff, just enough to keep you going. That's gonna be it for today's review, guys. Like I said, I cannot thank Drew over at Rations and More enough. What an awesome little hard to find rare meal. Thanks again, Drew. We'll see you guys later. Have a good day.